Africa, Antarctica, Europe, and finally Australia. There's 7 continents all together. And I'll send you guys the link to that song on YouTube, okay? It's very catchy. Now we're gonna do the planets. How many planets do we have? 8. 8. There are 8 planets. Okay. So it starts out with, we are the planets, big and round. Watch us happily fly around. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune.
Let's do it on our
Okay.
team.
All right. That is all for the song. And now I'm going to go over
Now let's try this.
Sentence diagramming with you. Okay. We were talking about the independent clauses. Okay.
Wait, okay, you come.
Okay, so you can have 2 independent clauses. Join them together into one sentence.
Look here.
Okay, who's chatting? Can you mute your thing, Laren? Can you mute yours?
Okay.
So that you guys can listen. Okay, so we're going to talk about compound sentences. So a compound sentence is when you have 2 independent clauses that you joined together to make one sentence. So it was 2 sentences and you joined it together. And the way that you joined it is you put a comma and then you put a coordinating conjunction. So I'll just put coordinating conjunction is CC. Okay. So for example, I hear a bird. That would be one sentence by itself. Okay. Then you put, I open the window. Okay, so that's another independent clause. Those are 2 sentences that can be all by themselves, but we want to join them together. So we take off this period, make it a comma, and then we're going to put a coordinating conjunction. And the coordinating conjunction we're going to use is so. So is a coordinating conjunction. And there are only 7 coordinating conjunctions in the whole world. So, so is one of them. And I think we've talked about the coordinating conjunctions before. But we're going to diagram the sentence. I hear a bird, so I open the window. Okay, we start out with our horizontal line. Put a line down. Over here, we would put the subject. So the first part of the sentence, I hear a bird. What is the subject of that sentence? It's I. Yes.
I.
And then the verb would go here. So what is the verb? Yes.
Here.
I hear. Okay. Now we need to put the direct object. So what did you hear?
Bird. A bird.
Bird. Okay, bird is the direct object. And then down here, we're going to put the article, which is a. I hear a bird. Now, that was one independent clause. Then you joined it together with a coordinating conjunction that will leave here all by itself. So, okay. And then we link it down to the next independent clause. Oops, that should be one line through it. And then that should be one line here. So then the next part was, I open the window. What's the subject of that sentence?
I.
Yes, it's also I. And what's the verb?
Open.
Open, great. And then what did you open for the direct object?
Window.
Window. Excellent. You guys are great at this. And the article is what?
Open
Yes, the window. Okay, so this is how you would diagram a compound sentence. Okay, remember, a compound sentence is independent clause plus coordinating conjunction plus another independent clause. Oh, and don't forget the comma. You have to have a comma in there. So let me tell you all the coordinating conjunctions. You can remember them with one simple word called fanboys. We use the word so. The S will stand for so, right? Let's start at F. The coordinating conjunction for F is for. For A is and. For N is nor. B is but. O is or, and Y is yet. These are all 7 coordinating conjunctions. If you want to join together 2 independent clauses to make one sentence, you need one of these. What's that?
It's interesting, this thing. Fun,
Yeah.
boy.
So if you can remember fanboys, then it's easy to remember all of the 7 coordinating conjunctions. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do one more before we run out of time. The sentence is, I read quickly, but I write slowly. Okay, so we're going to diagram that sentence again. Remember, we do subject, verb, direct object, coordinating conjunction. Of course, we do like little dash lines so we can connect them. And then we do subject, verb, direct object again. Okay, so the first part was I read quickly. Now I just realized this doesn't have
Okay.
this doesn't have a direct object, does it? And not all sentences do. Okay, so I am the subject and I read is the verb. Okay. And how do I read? I read quickly. So quickly goes down here. It's not an article, so we're going to label it. It is an adverb. An adverb just, ooh, why did it get so dark? An adverb describes the verb. How did you read, right? All right, so I read quickly, then we put this coordinating conjunction, but I, and the verb here is write. I write. How do I write? That's another adverb. I write slowly. Okay, I think that's probably true for a lot of people, that you can read really fast, but then maybe when you want to write, it's harder to come up with the ideas. So then we have lots of respect for all the people who write books, don't we? It's a lot of hard work. Okay, so that is our sentence diagramming. I wanted to do some homophones with you, but I think we're running out of time now. I was gonna go through these 2, so maybe you can look these up. Plain and plain. You see those 2?
Plain.
Yes.
It's first.
Okay, so how about the small plane can land in a field? Which plane?
Plain.
1 or 2?
2.
No, the small plane. This is an airplane.
Okay, plain. Plain.
Okay.
1.